Wow, what a translation from the boss lady. Old Tom flashed a charming grin, and Mary witnessed a scene that was downright therapeutic, made you laugh until your stomach hurt. Next up, the official training. I like Biscuit's former trainer. Old Tom told Xiao Hong not to use the whip as a pump, but to let loose in the second half and let Biscuit gallop freely. On the racetrack, Biscuit ignored Xiao Hong's urges, like an elderly chewing cucumber, till he saw rivals ahead. My goodness, Biscuit shot out like an arrow, eager to outdo the rivals. The three onlookers were stunned. Funnier still, Biscuit broke the racetrack record on debut. Full of confidence, they entered the first race. Charles and his wife personally picked out race outfit for Xiao Hong, while Old Tom, acting like a super coach, endlessly sweet-talked him about strategy. Stick to the popular horses, right? Let Biscuit loose during the sprint. Xiao Hong nodded eagerly, but as soon as the race started, he got bumped off. His temper erupted like a volcano. He wildly swung his whip to chase after the rider, tossing Old Tom's advice out the window. The two tussled, leaving Biscuit gasping as other horses caught up. Ended second to last, a true loser, yet when Old Tom and Charles questioned him, he fumed. He shot back out as out, strongly retaliating as my survival tactic at this underdog racetrack. But deep down, his anger was rooted in childhood wounds, the hatred for his father's abandonment, and the endless insults from outsiders. When he was about to throw away the bag of books left by his father, I realized his anger was really about the past wounds. He sheepishly approached Charles, stumbling over his words to borrow $10, testing if he'd stick up. Surprisingly, Charles smiled, gave him $20, and Xiao Hong's eyes welled up, almost choking. He had almost forgotten how important that steadfast choice's warmth was. That warmth turned into his strength. Xiao Hong used his boxing skills in the next race, not showing off, but sticking closely to the rival instead. Xiao Hong intently gave Biscuit energy. At the sprint circle, she let go, and Biscuit soared past competitors like an arrow. The speed was astonishing, first surpassing half a horse length, then a whole horse length. After years, Xiao Hong and Biscuit proved themselves. They cheered as applause surged like waves. From then on, they were unstoppable, facing little competition in the West, and Charles seized the chance to tour the nation with Biscuit. During that economic depression, the underdog horse and the tall rider's comeback gave countless struggling folks a sense of empowerment. Wherever they went, flowers and cheers followed, even launching Biscuit's Youthprint signature as merchandise. When Old Tom returned, he was fuming, staring at the wreck of the racetrack, feeling like he had become a horse babe. He told Charles, "Biscuit is a battle horse, not a show pet. If I don't have enough time to train, I'll eventually fall into the abyss, and Biscuit hasn't even faced a real powerful opponent yet." Saying that, Old Tom pulled out a newspaper, and as Charles looked, his brow furrowed immediately. The paper introduced the champion horse named War Hero, the King of the East, who had won 3 major titles. Standing 1.8 meters, shiny-coated and purebred, he was called the best racehorse. Charles felt struck by lightning. Comfort is fleeting, peak glory lasts forever. The next day, he resolutely let Biscuit challenge War Hero. At the battle call, the nation trembled. This was more than a horse race. It was a comedic regional showdown. During a media interview, War Hero's owner scoffed, "War Hero is the perfect racehorse. Does a wannabe dare to challenge?" The 3 bystanders were fuming in anger. How could they tolerate such an insult? Charles decided to use heavy cash as bait, offering an unprecedented top prize of $100,000. The news shocked them. Even funnier, when Old Tom saw, War Hero's owner was already a billionaire. $100,000 was like pocket change. Of course, the race went on as scheduled, and Xiao Hong could have cruised to an easy victory. But in the final sprint, a rival suddenly emerged from behind. Xiao Hong, stunned, realized too late. He ended up losing by a whisker. Faced with Old Tom's questioning, he shouted in frustration, "This is a disaster." Old Tom suddenly realized Xiao Hong had lost his right eye during his early days in underground boxing. He was furious, almost about to explode. This one-eyed pirate doesn't deserve to be a knight. Yet Charles, instead of being angry, simply echoed Old Tom's words. "It's fine. Don't throw away your whole life," he comforted. If because he's a bit broken down, that would be terrible. However, when Charles saw the newspaper calling Xiao Hong a lousy knight, he promptly held a press conference to announce Xiao Hong is Biscuit's knight forever. Since War Hero won't come, well, strike first. Until the 2 horses face off, the 3 of them hop on the new journey. Every city that passed, Charles delivered fiery speeches, inspiring those struggling through the economic downturn. In that time filled with the unemployed, Xiao Hong and Biscuit became the inspirational icons everyone needed. This seemed no longer a battle between 2 horses, but a showdown between the common people and capital. Under the pressure of public opinion, a wealthy owner reluctantly accepted the challenge but demanded it be held at his racetrack. Plus, War Hero didn't like jumping barriers, so the race started with a bell. Charles nodded in agreement, scheduling it for 2 weeks later. At first, the gang thought War Hero was just a media myth, but after sneaking a peek, they all dropped their jaws in shock. That horse's speed was like lightning. If they went with the old strategy, Biscuit had no chance of winning. Once that monster got going, there wasn't a horse in the world that could keep up. It looked like if they wanted to win, they had to change tactics. To get Biscuit to adjust to the new running style, they changed the training time to night. Training was intense, and in just days, Biscuit was transformed.